Hi, this is Peter with Mobb Guppy, and it's time for me to Fishtuber. And he's with Racing's Natural Aquariums. It's Rob. He's a great guy. He's going to tell us a little bit about his channel and some of the fun that he does, also sharing the love of expanding the FishFam. Let's turn it over to Rob.
Hey everyone, this is Rob with Racing's Natural Aquariums, and I was approached by Mobb Guppies to do a quick video on myself and my channel to be featured on his new series. I've been in the hobby 25 plus years as a young adolescent or a young adult, depending on how you look at it. I worked at what is now a major chain across the country, worked there in the fish and reptile room. So you could kind of say I got my start through work, and most people hate to bring work home. In my case, it became a passion. I brought my work home with me. That sparked my very first tank, which was a 20-gallon with mollies and a few other fish and a bunch of fake plants from Treasure Island, which is the equivalent of Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that, which back then kind of didn't look natural. And, you know, it was something that I did for a few years, and with life I got busy, wound up not doing it anymore. And then several years later, something triggered me, and I jumped back into the hobby. So now, at this point, I probably have 5 or 6 tanks. 3 are actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8, 9 tanks. But out of all of those right now, I just have 3 tanks. I just picked up some more at the Aquatic Experience, and have some bettas that are in bowls temporarily that I got from the show, but they'll be moved to a much better tank and better environment for them. So with my channel, Racing's Natural Aquariums, it's basically, you know, my thoughts, my rants, my babble, my ideas. I'm an avid fisherman since I was knee-high, and when I'm out on the water, I'm studying the water. I'm looking for different type of features under the water along the shorelines where the fish, you know, might be holding up. But then as time went on, I realized that, you know, that was a relaxing thing for me to do. I do catch and release, so, you know, they go back in the water. But I found myself, as I started back into the hobby, taking what I've seen underwater and replicating it in my tanks at home. So most of my tanks are jungle tanks. They're filled with swords and Anubias and Java fern and Bobitis and crenums, you name it, they're in the tank. And I do very minimal trimming because I like to keep that jungle look and that natural look, you know, and then I try to fit the fish to the plants. But my community tank is like the Noah's Ark of fish tanks. It's got, you know, every species that I like in the tank. So, and at least 2 or more, depending on the type of fish. And with the hobby, you know, to me, it's relaxation, because up here in the north, once the weather sets in and it starts getting cold and snowy, there's not a whole lot to do. So, you know, I take my enjoyment in, you know, my fish tanks. I usually scour shorelines and stuff for rocks and wood, and things like that. So, you know, that keeps me busy during the colder months. And then once the weather breaks and I'm back out on the water, you know, I, you know, keep up with my tank husbandry so that all my fish are healthy and happy. But do a little DIY stuff. In my channel, I kind of spotlight other people's channels, which Mobb Guppy was gracious enough to actually send me a video. So I've decided that I'm going to use his video to launch this series and showcase people's channels, whether you're big or small, trying to get you more exposure. The same thing that Mobb Guppy's doing here. And, you know, I have fun doing that because I like to see people succeed. And with that being said, I mod for Corey on Aquarium Co-ops and Bob over at Steenfot Aquatics. And, you know, I try to help out in any chat I'm in. If the host is too busy to answer a question and I have an answer, you know, I'll usually try to help that person out. So it's a win-win. If you succeed with something that I give you advice on or a tip on, then I win too. You know, we're furthering the hobby. We are the Fish Fam, and this is one group that, you know, you will not see some of the nastiness that you see in other social medias and in other pages. And it's a really close-knit family. And after returning from the aquatic experience and, you know, thinking over the weekend, you know, I've met so many great people. I finally got to meet people that I, you know, chat with or, you know, mod with. So it was definitely a cool experience. So that reinvigorated me to get up some more content and to do more on my channel, as with the River Life, which is another great channel. We've set up a team to try to help people as well as ourselves reach our goals. So with me, my personal goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. So I'm going to, you know, put in the effort and see what happens. So at any rate, folks, again, this is Rob with Racing's Natural Aquariums, Mobb Guppies. I appreciate the opportunity, and I will pay it forward with your video in the next week or so. And I thank you for the opportunity, and to all the fans of Mobb Guppies, hit that like button, help him out, and like, comment, and subscribe on this video for him as well as for me. And if you like what you see on my channel, do the same. This is Racing's Natural Aquariums wishing you a blessed day, peace, and as always, keep those sleeves wet.
Thanks, Rob. That was really nice for you to say. Make sure that you follow and subscribe to Rob's channel. You'll see the link below, and once you click on that link, guess what? You can subscribe and hit that bell and make sure that you get all the updates from Rob's great channel, Racing's Natural Aquariums. If you would like to be on Meet a Fishtuber, well, I want to have you on. So here's what to do. If you click on the About tab on my channel, you'll get my email address. It's there. And just email to Mobb Guppy a 2-minute video about your channel. Maybe some fun things about you. It's really up to you. And every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time in the United States, we release a video called Meet a Fishtuber. Love to have you, yes, you, involved with that. Even Corvus. Corvus could be a part of Meet a Fishtuber if he wanted to be. So there we go. Again, thanks for watching Meet a Fishtuber. I'm Peter with Mobb Guppy.